What's going on, guys? Casey here, back with another fragrance first impressions. So today we're trying out Parfums de Marly Percival. So this is a blue fragrance. So if you're not familiar with blue fragrances, think Davidoff Cool Water, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, YSL. What else is it? Polo Blue is a great example as well. So these are kind of this fresh citrus aromatic, or usually they have marine notes in there, and those are what are characterized as a blue fragrance. So this is Parfums de Marly's first take on blue fragrances. They have recently released also Sedley, which is more of a fresh, spicy summer fragrance, blue fragrance, if you can consider it a blue fragrance. And this is a lot of people have said that this is more similar to Montblanc Legend. I have yet to try this, so I can't really say, but we'll be trying that out to see if it really does have that similarity with Montblanc Legend. A lot of people also have mentioned throughout the time of the release of this fragrance that it's more of the mass appealing fragrance that Parfums de Marly released, other than Leighton. Though Leighton was more of a unique take, some say. This is more of the kind of a cloning or copy kind of take on previous fragrances, as I said, similar to Montblanc Legend, as they have iterated. So I'm not really certain about that. This so Percival is meant to have lavender, ambroxan, then one of my favorite notes, hedione, which is supposed to be kind of like a good feeling note molecule that makes it kind of, the fragrance gives you a good feeling. Another fragrance that also has this is Initio Atomic Rose. So if you're familiar with Atomic Rose, this has a similar note as that, which is the hedione. This also has mandarin orange, bergamot, as well as musk and amber. So I'm excited to try this out. So without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. So this is the display you can see here. Pretty nice for a sample. I got this off of eBay, believe it or not, and from one of the trusted eBay sellers that I usually get these samples for niche fragrances. So kind of a typical sample atomizer, pretty simple with the naming right there, Percival. So we're gonna get this sprayed. So right out of the bat, I do get that Montblanc opening with the ambroxan and fresh scent. So you get that bergamot, you get some of that lavender. I do sense the some of the musk, but that's more of what I get. And the aromatic freshness is right there, right from the beginning. Now, I'm not really sensing the hedione, but in my experience, I've previously tried the Atomic Rose from Initio, and I know that hedione sometimes takes either some time to develop through on your skin, or it just takes just a bit of time after the opening for you to sense that note as well. So it's kind of I don't want to say a placebo effect, but you don't really think about it until it happens. So give it some time until the hedione really starts to come into play for this fragrance. So it's really nice, though. I really like the fragrance. Now, the difference between this and Montblanc Legend, as I've tried Montblanc Legend as well, is that this fragrance smells very high quality. So this is basically how I could say is, think of Toyota and Lexus. Toyota being the Montblanc Legend and Lexus being the Parfums de Marly Percival. So they're kind of the same car, same company, but a luxury. Lexus would be the luxury good. So now, obviously, these are not the same companies, but that would be the best kind of kind of comparison I could make to give you an idea of what to expect from this one. So Montblanc Legend, but super high quality ingredients with a different take on it as well, just because it does have this hedione note in it, as well as some other notes that do not mimic the Montblanc Legend. So in terms of longevity, usually my experience with Parfums de Marly fragrances are that they last quite a bit of time. They are really high quality, and the development of the fragrance is really well as well. So I'm expecting the same for this. Now in regards to projection, I really have no idea, just because I did spray it on my wrist, and I am getting some whiffs of it while I move my hand around, but I'm not really certain on what to expect, just because this is a blue fragrance. Sometimes blue fragrances are a little lighter, though Parfums de Marly in general have very long lasting fragrances. I'm not really certain what to expect from this one until I try it out for that 48-hour test that we usually do to try this fragrance out and then review it. So for the review, I'll definitely be discussing more of the longevity and the projection in detail. Now, in regards to recommended setting, this is a really easy fragrance to pull off, mostly in any kind of scenario. So work, casual, nightlife even. You can use this in nightlife, mostly if it's in the summertime, springtime, which is the right season for these fragrances, for this fragrance. Nightlife can definitely be a easy to pull off fragrance, just similar to Montblanc Legend, where it's kind of that fresh fragrance where you can kind of use it right around any time, anywhere, for any occasion. So definitely keep that in mind for this fragrance if you are considering buying it. It's a very easy fragrance to pull off. In terms of season, like I mentioned, spring and summer. For most blue fragrances, you should expect it to be more for spring and summertime, just because they're aromatic, they're fresh, they're meant for the beach, chillaxing, and so that's kind of the idea you can get from blue fragrances. So definitely spring and summertime only. Now, obviously, if your fall time is a little hotter too, you can definitely pull this off, as it does have a bit of more of that denser feel to it. Just because of the notes, I would say, and since it has a bit of amber and musk, it kind of lingers as well. So that's something that I'll probably expect in the projection as well, that linger effect that many people love to have just from high projection, so that you can get those compliments from the ladies. So we'll be trying this fragrance out for 48 hours, and we'll come back and give our review of the fragrance and how we get the full sense of the fragrance. Right now, I'm not really sensing that heady note that I've been speaking about so often, but I'm very excited to see if this definitely pulls that off, and how it kind of projects and lasts in terms of a blue fragrance. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to smash the like button, and make sure to leave a comment in this comment section below if you've tried this. What's your take on Percival? If you think it's super similar to Montblanc Legend, or if you think it's really a animal of its own game, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.